My name is Amanda. I lived in Maryland with my husband, Chris, and our little girl, Bella. For years, I thought I had a happy marriage, a stable home, and a life worth protecting. But all that changed because of one message on my phone. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Please stay with me as I share the story of my life, one that's filled with real experiences, lessons, and emotions. Feel free to leave a comment, share your advice, or simply let me know where you're watching from. Please don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let me take you back to the day it all began. It was a cold Monday morning. I helped Bella into her jacket, handed her a snack, and walked her to the car. Our driver, Kelvin, greeted me like always, with a small nod and a good morning. Kelvin had worked with us for 3 years. He was quiet, polite, and dependable. Chris had always trusted him. I never saw this storm coming. That Friday night, I was already in bed when Chris came home late. He looked tense, but I thought it was just work stress. He went into the bathroom, and I didn't know he had picked up my phone from the charger in the living room. Then I heard him shout, "What the hell is this?" I sat up, confused. He stormed in, threw my phone on the bed, and pointed to a message from Kelvin. "Thank you for today. You always make me smile." It was innocent. Earlier that day, Kelvin had asked me to help him with his resume. He was applying for a supervisor job at a warehouse. I typed it for him and gave him a little pep talk. That's all. But Chris didn't believe me. He said I was sleeping with him. That I had shamed our home. I laughed at first, thinking it was a joke. But he wasn't joking. His eyes were wild. "You think I'm stupid, Amanda? You think I don't see how he looks at you in the mirror every morning?" I tried to explain. I begged him to calm down. But Chris had already made up his mind. And worse, he made a phone call. He called his sister Patricia. Then his mother. He told them I had been caught cheating with the driver. 2 days later, they came. Patricia and Mama stormed into my house like I was a criminal. They didn't even wait to hear me out. "You shameless woman!" Patricia shouted. "You can't even respect your marriage? You laid down with the driver?" Chris' mom called me dirty. She called me cursed. She told Chris he should throw me out immediately. And my husband? He stood there, silent. He didn't defend me. He didn't even look me in the eye. That day, something broke in me. From that moment on, I wasn't a wife anymore. I was just a ghost in the house. Chris moved into the guest room. He barely said a word to me. When his family came over, they whispered about me and laughed behind my back. Patricia told her kids not to eat my food. The shame was unbearable. I couldn't go to church. I avoided my neighbors. Kelvin resigned 2 weeks later. He said he couldn't take the tension anymore. I couldn't even blame him. Every day, I cried in the shower. Every night, I cried in my daughter's room when she was asleep. But I stayed. I stayed for Bella, my daughter. I stopped asking Chris to believe me. I stopped fighting. I started going to church again, alone. I prayed for truth to come out. I fasted. I begged God. If I'm guilty, let your judgment fall on me. But if I'm innocent, please, God, expose the lie. I didn't want revenge. I just wanted my name back. At 10:26 p.m., my phone rang. It was an unknown number. Hello? I answered. A woman was crying on the line. She said her name was Erica. And her next words nearly stopped my heart. I thought you should know. I've been seeing your husband for the past 2 years. My voice shook. What are you saying? He told me you cheated on him. That your marriage was already dead. We met on a business trip in Charlotte in 2021. I didn't know he was married until I saw your picture online. She sent me screenshots, texts, flight bookings, hotel bills, all in Chris's name. My hands were cold. I dropped the phone. My knees hit the floor. He accused me because he was the one cheating. The next day, I printed everything. When Bella left for school, I handed Chris a manila envelope and told him, open it. He sat on the couch and went through every page. He was pale. He couldn't look at me. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just said, you destroyed me. You watched them insult me. You made me carry a shame that wasn't mine, just to hide yours. He tried to speak, but I walked away. His mother came over. So did Patricia. They brought cake and soft words. They said they were sorry. That they didn't know the full story. I smiled politely. Not because I forgave them, but because I was done begging for dignity. You never asked for my side. You judged me, spat on me, and watched me drown. I won't forget that. They left in silence. I filed for divorce. Chris begged. He cried. He said he made a mistake. But I had already cried for 2 years. My soul had no more space for sorrow. That day, the court granted me full custody of Bella. I walked out of the courthouse with nothing but peace in my heart. And peace is all I ever wanted. They tried to bury me with a lie. But truth always finds light. To every woman listening, if you've ever been wrongly accused, hold on. Your name is not what people say it is. It's what you know it to be. My name is Amanda. I survived a lie. And now, I live with my head held high. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Please do not forget to support us by subscribing to our channel and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss our next inspiring life story. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment with your thoughts or advice. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.